Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome. How do I turn this off? I don't know. Welcome to Millionaire Monday. Woo-woo. How was you guys' weekend? I'm trying to figure out how to turn this stuff off. How was you guys' weekend? I think I know how to use the chat now. So if you guys comment, I can see it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, let me turn that off. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Millionaire Monday. Yay. I'm super excited about this one. For the longest time, I had to stop accepting clients because, my systems failed me. Hey, Miss Tracy, my systems, or lack thereof, set me up for the okie doke, right? And so I thought, man, where I am today really has a lot to do with, one, my mentor, two, my obedience to put myself out there, and three, my systems, really. My systems. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of walk you guys through some of the stuff I do to help my clients get from 6 figures to 7 figures, because I'll say it 1,000 times. Making 6 figures is super easy, although less than 20% of small business owners ever reach the 6-figure mark. It's because they don't have systems, but it's super, super easy. Where the cap comes in at is taking your 6 figures to 7 figures. It's the scaling process, and that takes systems, that takes strategy, right? And so we're going to talk about it today. If you hear, say hi, let me know you're here so I can shout you out, right? Okay, so the first thing you need to do as a business owner, emergent entrepreneur, bogle boss, whatever you want to call yourself, is to forget your systems for a minute, but to change your mindset, to think like a CEO. And a CEO does 2 things that most people don't. They invest and they partner, right? And to have the right systems is a huge investment, right? And you have to show up in the person or as the business you want to be. And this is based on your vision. So if you don't have a vision for your business, you need one. If you don't have a mission for your business, you need one. If you haven't set goals for your business, you need to. This is all part of strategic planning, financial planning, tax planning. All of that matters, but we're not talking about that right now. Anyway, so before we talk about systems, I really want you guys to show up as CEOs. You need to invest and partner, right? And so now your business is pretty successful, but you kind of hit this mark where either you can't take any more clients, you can't support any more orders, or you're not getting any new clients, you're not getting any new orders, right? You kind of hit like a stalemate mark where either you at the 50,000 or the 6-figure mark and you don't know what to do, right? So it's not your customers, it's not your clients, boo, it's you. Your systems are not in order. You need a system check. So the first system you need to check is your marketing system. Yes, everybody, even me, needs to be doing marketing. And your marketing system is going to be based on your strategy, where your people are, who the people you're trying to meet. And so this is your social media. This is blogging if you need to. It's podcast if you need to. It's YouTube if you need to. It's public speaking if you need to. Whatever it is, you need a marketing system. That thing that keeps you top of the mind to your audience when you're not on, when you're not working, when you're on vacation. You want them to be constantly thinking about you, because even if they don't need your services right now, they potentially will in the future, or they know somebody who will need your services, or who does need your services. And if they just saw you doing something, or they just saw a post that you posted, they are going to recommend you. They're going to say, hey, check her out, or check him out, or look at this store, or something like that. But they won't if you're not visible. So use the some automated like posts. For me, I use what do you call it? Hootsuite. But Facebook does automations. Canada does automations now. Who else does it? Later, I think that's free, and that does Instagram. Plano, I think that's free as well, and that does Instagram. I use Hootsuite because I do some automated posts on LinkedIn, and that's the only one that I've found that works for me. But yeah, this is where you also create your content as well. Ooh, yes. And so don't sell. I know marketers say you need to be sell. But for me, don't don't sell it to me. Show it to me and show me how it works, how I'm going to use it, how it can help me. Give it a value, right? Even if you're selling clothes, you're selling cups, you're selling shoes, you're selling accounting services, give it some value where people can relate, and let them know why they need it, how it can help them, how it can enhance them, right? And this is stuff that can be happening while you're sleeping. You never know when people are on, or when people are thinking about it, or maybe they're not thinking about it because they don't know they need it. Okay, so your marketing system is kind of the number one key. Your marketing system is what really captivates your audience. And once they're captivated by you, by what you have to sell, they kind of excited. Then you need to go to your sales, right? You need to research your sales process, your sales management. This is the thing that converts them. So you want your sales system to be seamless, right? You've caught their attention, you've captivated their eyes, and so now you need some seamless sale processes, right? So what platform are you using? How are you invoicing them? How are they able to contact you? Like, you need a calendar if you are service-based. And so some people use Calendly. Book Like a Boss is another one. I use Acuity. What else is another one? It's a lot of calendars, but you need one. Or if you sell some kind of product, then you can use Shopify. You do lives, you can use Buy It Live or Comment So, where it'll automatically invoice the people for you, and it can invoice them after you've done the live, right? You tell them comment or buy in a number, and the system automatically does it for them. And so now you have more touches to these clients, right? And so it's not just your website, but it's on your social media. It can be on your YouTube channel. It can be in your email campaign. So if you're touching them through emails, you can do it that way as well. But you need a sales process. You need a way for your customers to buy from you, to have transactions with you. And you also need a way for customers, if they have any issues, right? Any problems, the product didn't come out right, or your services didn't come out on time, or it was some kind of miscommunication, you need a way to communicate with them and then track it. So you can go back and say, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What did I miss? And how can I mitigate that, right? And your sales process needs to be repeatable too, right? So marketing captivates, right? Your sales process converts. And then once you converted them to customers, you need a customer relationship system. This is what retains your customer. This is where you get the repeat services. This is where you get the customers that follow you, share you, talk to people about you, that buy your product over and over again. Doesn't matter what you sell them, because you keeping in contact with them, they will buy it. They're falling in love with you, right? And so you need some kind of system to help them stay connected. So that could be your email campaigns. That could be your Facebook groups. That could be some free content. Whatever it is, you need to keep them engaged all the time, top of mind, top of the mind, top of the mind, top of the mind, top of the mind. You need to keep them engaged. And these systems will work when you don't, right? Your email system works when you don't. Your website works when you don't. Facebook works when you don't. Instagram works when you don't. YouTube works when you don't. You always want to be able to have them engaging with you, so that when you have another product or launch another service, your clients, your customers, your followers, the people who love you will be the first to know. Okay? So now we have retained the customer, right? We've captivated them. We've converted them. Now we retained them. Now it's time to look at the money. Show me the money. You need an accounting system. Listen, Excel won't cut it. Your bank statement won't do it. Okay? All right? Those are not the numbers that the bank loan officer, when it's time for you to scale, when you're ready to buy something, they are not looking at your Excel spreadsheet. I don't know who told you they are, but they ain't. Okay? When you're ready to buy the building to expand for your inventory, you need some kind of warehouse, you want to host a big show or something, they are not looking at your Excel spreadsheet, nor are they looking just at your bank statement. They want your P&L, your profit and loss sheet. That's what they want. They want to know exactly how much revenue you generate, how many expenses you have, what kind they are, right? And what's the bottom line? And your accounting system is what tracks that. You can invoice from your accounting system. So those that are service providers, you can set up invoices from your phone. Don't have to from your iPad. It doesn't have to be the computer based, and the accounting system will track that. It also will tell you if you're doing your bookkeeping like you're supposed to. It'll tell you where you're spending the most money, what products are doing the best and what aren't. I know that Shopify does it, and Thinkific it does it, and PayPal will have some kind of printouts, but these are not accounting systems. If you're looking at multiple payment processors, it's only a portion, and the accounting system will combine it. Right? It's every piece, right? You got Stripe, you got Square, you got PayPal. All of these are piecemeal. The accounting system brings it together so you'll know what's profitable and what's not. And you need to be looking at this weekly, monthly, quarterly, so you will know what is working for you and what isn't. So you can get rid of some of them. Hey, Martha, so you can get rid of some of these things. Right? And these are the things, these systems are the things that'll help take the lid off of your revenue, right? Where you can't get past 50K, or you can't get past the 6-figure mark to make multiple 6 figures, because there's life after $100,000 a year. $8,888 a month. Like, there's life after that. And once you hit that mark, you want to be able to maintain it without going through complete and utter overdrive and being overwhelmed and losing your luster for what you do. And the systems is what allows you to regain some of your time. You understand, to be repetitive, and it makes it easy for somebody to come in and take over, right? Because eventually you need employees. You have to leverage other people's time, talents, and resources. And so you will need to hire employees at some point. And once you have systems, it's easy to teach somebody the system and have them work it while you manage it. Remember, we need to think like CEOs. Sure, most people start off as sole proprietors, a party of one, but that is not where you want to end. That is not how you create wealth. That is not how you leave a legacy. It's not. Nobody that is a millionaire will ever tell you that they did it by themselves. Matter of fact, maybe one day in November, I'll interview a couple of my clients and have them talk about that. But there is no billionaire that will tell you that they did it by themselves. They had advisors, right? And they also employed people. They can't do it by yourself. You will have burnout. So stop thinking it like that. And everything that you do as a business owner is not an expense, it's an investment, right? Even if you lose money, there's a lesson in that. That meant maybe you didn't fact check like you were supposed to, or maybe you were unsure what you needed. And so you didn't tell your contractor or your vendor exactly what you wanted from them, so they couldn't give it back to you in return. And so you suffer a loss, right? But not really, because it's a lesson learned. You know now that you need to communicate better, right? You know now that maybe you can't go with the lowest bidder, because the lowest is not always equal. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you can't go with the highest bidder. Just because somebody charges you, I don't know, $1,500, $3,500, $10,000 doesn't mean they're the best. For a long time, I don't know if my mentor is on here. For a long time, I provided completely free services. It's just what I love to do. I love numbers, so I did it for free. I would file your taxes for free, no problem. I do your bookkeeping for free, no problem. I'd explain to you what your profit and loss was, no problem. I'll talk to you about your KPIs, no problem. For free, no problem. No complaints. Nobody was saying she was wrong. I went to school for this. And not only did I go to school for this, but God has called me to do that. Like, I'm gifted in that. And so, free isn't always bad, but neither is the ones that's always on the top. You need to do your research and make sure whoever you're working with, whatever system that you're using, is going to align with where you see yourself 10 years from now, not right now. Don't spend from the money you have today. Spend from the wealth you're building for tomorrow. Okay, so that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for honoring me with your time. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. If it was good or you thought it was useful or helpful, please, please, please tell somebody about it. And I will see you guys. I might come back on Friday. Oh, wait. So I forgot to talk about this. The bill is back on the table now. I've been out of town, so I didn't do all the research, but I still try to keep my ear to the streets. And so the bill for the unemployment and student loans and stimuluses, all of that stuff is back on the table. I believe that they're supposed to be trying to come together this week and do some kind of voting for it. So I will come back on, and once I get all the deets, all the tea, once I get all the tea, I will come back on probably later today and talk about that. Because that's exciting to me. Because it'll help my clients and it'll help some of you guys. So thank you again for honoring me with your time. I will see you guys later.